My name is Halloween and I'm in Primary 1B. The Wee Red Motor by Sandy Thomas Rose. In my wee red motor, I can go for miles, up and down the gardens, through the lobby rails. More than a bigger motor, gandy to the far. Naked go again in my wee red car. I'm McDonald and I'm in Primary 1B. My poem is The Wee Red Motor. I'm a wee red motor. I could dance from miles up and down the garden, through the lobby wiles, money a bigger motor. Dance to tunes to four. Then could get rag on in my wee red car. My name is Elisa and I'm from Primary 1B and in the Wee Red Motor by Sandy Thomas Ross. In the Wee Red Motor, I can gang for miles, up and down the garden, through the lobby wiles. Only a bigger motor can gang to 2 to 4, but nine can gang for a gang in the Wee Red Car. And my wee red motor by Sandy Ross. And my wee red motor, I can gang for miles, up and down the garden, through the lobby lanes. Money a bigger motor, gangs for tunes or four. Nine can gang or I gang, and my wee red car. Bye. My name is C2 Otto the 9P1A and my wee little more I can answer miles. Up and down the garden, through the lobby wheels. Money a big motor, gangs the tunes that four. Then an hour I gone and my wee little car. Hi, my name is Willa and I'm in Primary 1A. So, this is the name of the poem. In my wee red motor. In my wee red motor, I can gang for miles, up and down the garden, through the lobby wiles. Money a bigger motor, gangs to tune the four. King can gang where I gang, in my wee red car. Hi, my name's Emily McClendon and I'm in Primary 2 and I'm going to say a poem called Twilight Mice by J.K. and Twilight Mice by J.K. and My mother says the wee mice will open airtight tins and eat her chocolate biscuits and cakes and flip like things. No doubt that awfully shame the mice get the bloom. It's really me who writes the tin and left the line again. But sounds like it fair hunger and the biscuits taste so nice. So they tell my mother because she thinks it's too nice. Grace Garden and Primary 2A. And I'm going to be doing two-legged mice. Two-legged mice. My mother says that we have mice that open Arctic tins and eat her chocolate biscuits and cake and stick like things. Now, George, it's an awful shame that mice should get the blame. It's really me who writes the tins when left lame at home. But gins I get for hunger, and biscuits tastely nice. But then I tell my mother, cause she thinks it is the mice. Bye. My name is Logan Wall. I'm in P2. This is the Twilight Mice by Titi and Ad. My mother says a wee mice open her thick tins, eat her chocolate biscuits and cakes and secret things. No doubt it is all of a shame that mice should get the blame. Surely me it reaps the tins when left alone at home. Like gins I get for hunger, but biscuits tasty nice. I didn't tell my mother 'cause she thinks it is a mice. Hi, my name is Liara Lavande Patirana. I'm in primary 2-3. Today I'm going to sing the poem called Two-Legged Mice. My mother says that we hate mice that open air-tick tins and eat her chocolate biscuits and cakes that stick like things. They do. It is an awful shame that mice should get the blame. It's really me that rips the tins when left alone at home. But jinx, I get feel hungered and biscuits taste so nice. But then I tell my mother, for she thinks it is the mice. Thank you. My name is Darren Salmanov and my class is P32. Four-legged mice. My mother says that me hate mice and air, teens, eating chocolate biscuits and cake and sick like things. It's my doctor's an awful shame the mice should get the blame. It's really me who writes the teens left alone at home. But jeans, I guess for hunger, this biscuit tastes so nice. The dinner tell my mother she thinks it is the mice. Crocodile by J.K. Allen. When ducking in a river Nile, I met a knuckle crocodile. He flipped his tail, he blinked his sign bared of a teeth at me, says I never saw the like cleaning your teeth, man, be fight. What sort of besom do you need to brush the set of teeth? Like the crocodile said, nah, I never brush my teeth at a wee bird leads them up sea and saves me money. My name's Sophia. I don't feel free. I'm going to be doing The Crocodile by J.K. Allen. When digging in the river Nile, I met a local crocodile. He flicked his tail, he blinked his saying bed his exam teeth at me. Says I never saw the like. Cleaning your teeth won't be a fake. What sort of besom do you hate to brush a set of teeth like they? The crocodile said, Never, I never brush my teeth at all. I'll be bird raising up, you see, saves me money a dentist fee. Bye! Hi, I am Mia Kennedy from Primary 3 and I'm going to be doing The Crocodile by J.K. Annard. The Crocodile by J.K. Annard. When digging in the river Nile, I met a local crocodile. He flicked his tail, he blinked his eye, sang bird his ups and teeth at me. Says I never saw the like. Cleaning your teeth won't be a fight. What sort of besom do you hae to brush a set of teeth like they? The crocodile said, none of that. I never brushed my teeth at all. A wee bird roots them up, you see, and saves me money a dentist fee. The Crocodile by J.K. Annand. When digging in the river Nile, I met a muckle crocodile. He flicked his tail and blinked his eye and bared his ugly teeth at me. Says I never saw the like. Cleaning your teeth won't be a fight. What sort of besom do you hae to brush a set of teeth like they? The crocodile said, no, never. I never brush my teeth at all. A wee bird roots them up, you see, and saves me money a dentist fee.
Hi, my name is Freya and I'm in P4. Street Talk by J.K. Annand. There was a Rammy in the street, a Stishy and a Stramash, the Crabbit wifey up the stair, put up her window sash. They tell me what's a day, the wife cried, just tell me what's a day. A day's 24 hours, Mrs. Dougie has piece to play. And just tell me what's to do, she cried. And then Mary your grab, cried she. Do you know can I do as a pigeon, Mrs? No, how do you wish to wee? I want to ken what's up, she cried. And then Mary your cheek yelling. It's only your window that's up, Mrs. For God's sake, put it down.
Hello, my name's Ailey Ferguson and I'm from P43. The Crocodile by J.K. Annand. When digging in the river Nile, I met a muckle crocodile. He blinked his eye and flicked his tail and stared his ugs and teeth at me. Says I never saw the like. Cleaning your teeth won't be a thick. The crocodile said, nay, never. I don't brush my teeth at all. A wee bird roots them up, you see, and saves me money a dentist fee. My name is Rebecca Wynne and I'm in Primary 4-3. The Crocodile by J.K. Annand. When digging in the river Nile, I met a muckle crocodile. He flicked his tail, he blinked his eye, sang bared his ugsome teeth at me, says, I never saw the like. Cleaning your teeth maun be a fake. What sort of besom do you hae to brush a set of teeth like they? The crocodile said, nay, never. I never brush my teeth at all. A wee bird raised them up, you see. It saves me money a dentist fee.
Good morning, everybody. Now I'm going to recite the poem Street Talk by J.K. Annand. There was a Rammy in the street, a Stishy and Stramash, the Crabbit wifey up the stair, pop her onesie sash. Oh, now what's a day? The wifey cried. Just tell me what's a day. A day's 24 hours, Mrs. Nugget's piece to play. Just tell me what to do, she cried. And none of your gab, cried she. Do you know ken do's a pigeon, Mrs? Na had you rushed away. I want to ken what's up, she cried. And now made your cheek alone. It's only your window that's up, Mrs. For God's sake, pity down.
Hello, my name's Hannah O'Donnell and I am in Primary 4. My poem is called Street Talk by J.K. Annand. There's a ram in the street, a strish and smash. The Crabbit wifey up the stair, put up her window sash. No, what's a day? The wifey cried. Just tell me what's a day? A day is 24 hours missing with G's piece to play. Just tell me what's a do, she cried, and name me of your gab, cried she. Say you know kens a do's a pigeon, missus, the hodger reached the wee. I want to ken this up, she cried, and name me of your cheeky. It's only your one day will sup, missus. For God's sake, put it down.
John Ray Hamilton, Primary 4, Street Talk by J.K. Anand. There was a rammy in the street, a stishy and stramash. The cabbat wifey up the stair pop a windy sash. Now what's a day? The wifey cried. Just tell me, what's a day? A day's 24 hours, missus. Now gear's piece to play. Just tell me, what's a do? She cried. And then her gab cried she. Do you know ken a do's a pigeon, missus? Now hold your wish away. I want to ken what's up, she cried, and nae merry her cheeky loon. It's only a one day that's up, missus. For God's sake, put it down.
Street Talk by J.K. Allen. There was an army in the street, a session smash. The crab was got the dust up a windy sash. Now what's the day? She cried. Just tell me, what's the day? A day's 24 hours, missus. Now give us a place to play. Now what's a can I do? She cried. And name Mary your gab, cried she. Did you know what can I do with a pigeon, missus? Now hold your wish to me. I want to ken what's up, she cried. And name Mary your cheek killing. It's only a wonder it's up, missus. For God's sake, done.
Street Talk by J.K. Anning. There was a rammy in the street, a stishy, a dish mash. The crabbit wifey upstairs put up her windy sash. Now what's a day? The wifey cried. Just tell me, what's a day? A day's 24 hours, missus. Now gie us piece to play. Just tell me, what's a do? She cried. And nae mair o' your gab, cried she. They now ken a door's pigeon, missus. Now hold your wish away. I want to ken what's up, she cried, and nae more your cheeky loon. It's only your windy that's up, missus. For God's sake.
There was a rammy in the street, a stishy and a stramash. The crabbit wifey up the stair put up her windy sash. Now what's a day? The wifey cried. Just tell me, what's a day? A day's 24 hours, missus. Now gie us piece to play. Just tell me what's a do, she cried. And Mary your gab, cried she. I ken a do's a pigeon, missus. Now hold your wish away. I want to ken what's up, she cried, and nae Mary your cheeky loon. It's only your windy that's up, missus. For God's sake, put it down. Hi.
My name is Sandra. I'm in Primary 5, and today I'm going to recite my poem. The Sore Finger by Walter Wingate. Put your finger, poor wee man, your pinky, dee me. Now just reload it till that way I get my specs to see. My show is, and there's scuff, no denigrate name. See that? My nose is going out. I'm sure that listen see it. And to make a hail them on, put on a wee bit of salt and tie a bonny hanky on it. Now there. Nah, run away. Your finger, Sarah, look. Only listen on. Wheel. Then, see you know, there you are. I'm up the same as John.
I'm Karsten from Primary 5 and I'm doing The Sore Finger by Walter Wingate. You've hurt your finger, pure wee man. Your pinky, dearie me. Now, just you hold it that way till I get my specs and see. My, so it is. Nae greet nae mair. My needle's gotten out. That wasnae fair. To make it tail in the morn, put a bit of straw on it and tie a bonny hanky round it. No, there, no, do run away. Your finger, said Anna. Yeah, okay. You put it on yourself. You've put it on. Wheel, there now. Round up just like John.
Hi, my name's Mary and I'm in Primary 5. The Sore Finger by Walter Wilgate. You've hurt your finger, poor wee man. Your pinky, dearie wee. Now just you hold it that way until I get my specs and see. My, so it is. And there's the skelf. Now dinna greet nae mair. See, there, my needle's gotten it out. I'm sure that wasn't fair. And now to make it heal the morn, put on a wee bit of saw and tie a bonny hanky round it. Now there, run and wa, your finger, sir, and your rogue, you're only letting on. We'll see. Now, there you are, round up the same as John. The Sore Finger by Walter Wingate. You've hurt your finger, poor wee man. Your pinky, dearie me. Now just you hold it that way till I get my specs and see. My, so it is. And there's a skelf. No dinna greet nae mair. See, my needle's got it out. I'm sure that wasnae fair. And now to make it heal the morn, put a wee bit of saw and tie a bonny hanky on it. There, now, run awa. Your finger said no, you rogue, you're only letting on. We'll then, there you are, tied up the same as John. Thank you for listening to my poem. I just want to end it by saying Martian Lat, which means farewell in Gaelic. Bye! The Sore Finger by Walter Wingate. You've hurt your finger, poor wee man. Your pinky, dearie me. Now just you hold it that way till I get my specs and see. My, so it is. And there's the skelf. Now dinna great nae mair. See there, my needle's got it out. I'm sure that wasnae fair. And now to make it heal the morn, put on a wee bit saw and tie a bonny hanky round it. They're nae run awa. Your finger's saving ah. You rogue, you're only letting on. We'll then, see now, there you are, rod up the same as John.
The Sore Finger by Walter Wingate. You've hurt your finger, poor wee man. Your pinky, dearie me. Now just you hold it that way till I get my specs and see. Ma, so it is, and there's a skelf. Now dinna glean nae mair. See there, my needle's gotten out. I'm sure that wasnae fair. Now to make it heal the morn, put on a wee bit saw and tie a bonny hanky round it. Now there na, run awa. You've hurt your finger and all, you rogue. You're only letting on. We'll then. See now, there you are, round up the same as John.
My name is Abby Henderson from P6 and I'm going to be reciting Up in the Morning by Robert Burns. Up in the morning's not for me. Up in the morning early, When all the hills are covered with snow, I'm sure it's winter fairly. God blows the winds fae east to west, the drift is driving sairly. She loud and shrills, I hear the blast, I'm sure it's winter fairly. The birds sit chittering on a thorn, all day they fare but sparely, and langs the night fae e'en to morn, I'm sure it's winter fairly.
Hi, my name is Jack. This is the poem Up in the Morn by Rock Burns. Up in the morn? No for me. Out morning early? When all the hills are covered with snow, I'm sure it's winter fairly. God blaws the wind fae east to west, the drift is driving sairly. See loud and strong, I hear the blast, I'm sure it's winter fairly. The birds sit chittering in the thorns, a day but fair but sparely. Along the night to e'en to morn, I'm sure it's winter fairly.
Mornings by Robert Burns. Up in the mornings? No for me. Up in the mornings early, when all the hills are covered with snow, I'm sure it's winter fairly. Cloud blowing the wind fair east to west, the drift is driving sairly. Say loud and sure, I hear the blast, I'm sure it's winter fairly. The birds sit chittering in the thorn, a day they fare but sparely, and langs the night fair e'en to morn, I'm sure it's winter fairly.
Willie Wassel by Robert Burns. Willie Wassel dwelt on Tweed, spot they called it Lincoln Doddy. Willie was a wabster good, could store a clue with anybody. He had a wife was dour and din, or Tinkler Madgie was her mother. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. She has a knee, she has but an, a gal's twa the very colour. 5 rusty teeth for by a stump, a clapper tongue with Diva Miller, a whisking beard about her mouth, her nose and chin, they threaten other. Sick a wife as well I had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. She's bow hard, she's heen shinned, a limping leg, a handbraid shorter, she's twisted right, she's twisted left, the balance fair and equal quarter. She has a lump upon her breast, the twin of that upon her shoulder. Sick a wife as well I had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. Odd borderings by the ingle sits, and wear aloof her face a washing. But Willie's wife is nae sae trig, she dies her grunsy wi' a hushing. Her wally kneves like midden creels, her face would file the Logan water. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her.
Willie Wassel by Robert Burns. Willie Wassel dwelt on Tweed, the spot they called it Lukum Doddy. Willie was a Webster guide, could stone a clue wi' anybody. He had a wife, was dour and din, old Tinkler Madgie was her mither. Sic a wife as Willie had, I widna gie a button for her. She has an eye, she has but an, the cat has twa the very colour. 5 rusty teeth for by a stump, a clapper tongue was what Diva Milker. A whisking beard about her moo, her nose and chin they certain either. Sic a wife as Willie had, I widna gie a button for her. She bow-hoed, she hind-shinned, as limping leg a handbreed shorter. She's twisted right, she's twisted left, to balance fair on ilka quarter. She has a whoop upon her breast, the twin that upon her shoulder. Sic a wife as Willie had, I widna gie a button for her. Old Bodrins by the ingle sits, and we her loof her face a washing. But Willie's face wife is nae sae trig, she dies her grunty wi' a hushin. Her wally knees like midden creels, her face had wad file the Logan water. Sic a wife as Willie had, I widna gie a button for her.
Willie Wassel dwelt on Tweed, the spot they called it Lincoln Doddy. Willie was a Webster good, could stone a clue wi' anybody. He had a wife was doing then, O Tinkler Maigie was her mother. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. She's an I&E, but Anne, the cat has twa the very colour. 5 rusty teeth for by a stump. A clapper tongue, wad Diva Miller, a whisking beard about her mouth, her nose and chin, they threaten ether. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. She's bowhowed, she's hen-shinned, a limpin' like a handbread shorter. She's twisted right, she's twisted left, to fan's fair in a quarter. She has a lump upon her breast, the twin o' that upon her shoulder. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. Old Baldrins by the ingle sits, and a wee her loof her face a washing, but Willie's wife is nae sea trig. She dites her grunsy wi' a hushin, her face her wally knees like maiden creels, her face would file the Logan water. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her.
By Robert Burns. Willie Wassel dwelt on Tweed, spot they called it Lincoln Doddy. Willie was a Webster kid, could stone a clue wi' anybody. He had a wife with door and din. A twinkler midgie was her mother. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. She hasn't eat, but she has one. The cat has twa the very colour. 5 rusty teeth for by a stump. A clapping tongue could Diva Miller. A whisking beard around her mouth. Her nose and chin with threat and other. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. She's bowhawed, she's sheen hind, a limping like a handbread shorter. She's twisted left, she's twisted right, to balance fair in a quarter. He had a hump upon her breast, the twin of that upon her shoulder. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her. Old Bodgins by the ingle sits, and wi' her look her face a washing, but Willie's wife is nae sae trig. She dites her grunsy wi' a hushin'. Her face would file the Logan water. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wouldn't gie a button for her.
Willie Wassel dwelt on Tweed, the spot they called at Lincoln Doddy. Willie was a Webster good, could stone a clue wi' uni Doddy. He had a wife was dour and then O Tinklin Maggie was her mother. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wonder gie a button for her. She was Annie, she has but Annie the cat has twa the very colour. 5 rusty teeth, 4 be a stump, a clopper tongue, wad Div a milker, a whisker beard about her moo, her nose and chin they threaten either. Sick a wife as Willie had wonder gie a button for her. She bow hugged, she's she'd a limpin' leg, a hand braid shorter. She's twisted right, she's twisted left, to balance fair on like a quarter. She has a hoop open her breast, a twin that open her shoulder. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wonder gie a button for her. Old bod grunts by the angle sits and we her live her face a washing, but Willie's wife is nae sae trig. She dites her grunsy wi' a hushin', her Willie knees like midden creels. Her face wanda fly the Logan water. Sick a wife as Willie had, I wonder gie a button for her.
Hi, I'm Logan Watt and I'm from P7 and I'll be reciting Willie Wassel by Robert Burns. Willie Wassel dwelt on Tweed,
Spot they called it Lincoln Doddy. Well, I was a laughter good, 'cause don't a clue anybody. He had a wife was doing din. Oh, Tinkler Mary was his mother. Sick a wife as well he had. I wouldn't give a button for her. She hasn't ease, she has but ain. The cat has twa the very colour. Five rusty teeth for be a stump. A clap her tongue with teeth a miller. A whisking beard a bitter mill. Her nose and chin, they threaten another. Sick a wife as well he had. I wouldn't give a button for her. She's bull hugged, she's him-chinned, a limping like a hungry trotter. She's twisted right, she's twisted left. The balance round of a quarter. She hasn't hump upon her breast, the twinnle that upon her shoulder. Sick a wife as well he had. I wouldn't give a button for her. Old Bodgins by the ankle sits, and wear loaf at her face a washing. Lily's wife is nae sae trig. She dates her frenzy with a ocean. Her rally knees like midden creels, her face would fail the Logan ladder. Sick a wife as well he had. I wouldn't give a button for her.